Yo, 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 yo. Your boy Professor Pippi's back at it again. Another compare and contrast video. Simply just showing how the market played out versus how I analyzed last week before the market opened. For the most part, when I was looking through these before, starting this video, a lot of them didn't really go in the direction I thought they was gonna go in. Especially DXY right here, starting off with the DXY, DXY, DXY. DXY continued bullish. It did pull back, but I thought it was going to pull back a little bit deeper. For the most part, it came down and closed this gap, found support right there, and pushed to the upside. So um, for this week coming up, I do think with it already being bullish, with it finding support, if it decides to come back down here, I would like to see how price action reacts to the support that it created in the market, and then see where it goes from there. Let me see if I can draw it up so you can see it. This one right here, more or less. Um, you had this wick right here. You had this wick right here to actually grab liquidity and close that gap. So, yeah, if it does come back down, we want to see if price action respects that support and see if it pushes back to the upside. If not, then price could just stay at top of this bullish continuation zone and then get active to the top side. Um, I was looking for it to hit the 100s last week, even the 103s, because that's what the next resistance is looking left. So yeah, if that works out, that's what it'll be. If not, then you definitely have to adjust to the market and then get in how you fit in based off of what the market's showing you. If the market does not break, this little resistance we got to the top side, then we could be potentially getting stuck into a range. Because what you have is the high, a low, high, equal low, and then just bounce back and forth in between those zones. So definitely want to see how price action opens up this week and definitely give you some indications on where it's trying to go. Looking at UJ, my man in the background with the sound effect. Hey, we don't need all that, bro. We live talking to the world. We're trying to get active on these charts back here. Looking at UJ, what we were looking for was um, a couple weeks ago when I did the weekend analysis, I said that UJ was very bullish. I did identify this break instruction. So by price coming down and finding support and then respecting that support, what I was looking for was manipulation to the downside, then scoot to the top, but that ain't what happened. Price continued bullishly, broke out of this consolidation zone. Potentially, if you're watching UJ, you could potentially have break, retest, find that lower time frame support, and then pushing back up, retested the area where it just broke from, and then caught the buys back into the highs. Um, Once I mark this up, I'll have a better indication of where I think price is going. But for right now, from the weekend analysis of last weekend, nothing that I marked or indicated showed that I would have had a trade. So, watching this live, let me see what the dates were. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so potentially on Wednesday, once he did this breaking his retest right here, potentially could have had a trade, but I don't do much trade. Usually I just watch it, like I said, for GJ Confluence to see what price action potentially is going. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But just going off last week analysis, if it comes back down and respect 116,341, then potentially you got buys back into the highs. 116,341 does line up with the higher time frame area most recently broken, so we could find resistance there. But I wouldn't just take a trade based off of that's just where price broke out from. I will let it set up. Show me some exhaustion. Show me some um, weak bearish closing candles like this one right here, but basically back on this zone. And price failing to continue to go bearish. I do see this minor support right here that could potentially come all the way back down to. Price has already created a support right here, so as price goes forward in time, if it comes back down in this area and supports or holds up right up in here, they can potentially have an area where you can potentially buy the market back up at least to these highs, and then looking left, potentially see where we can get to or where price action can get to. Anyways, GJ, man, me and GJ, we're gonna break up because I was sitting on GJ last week, and what I did was I had, I think Wednesday, Thursday. This was Thursday. Had buys right here during the Asian low up into the zone. And what I was looking for, since price action was bearish on the higher time frames, was price to come back down, retest these lows down here, and to continue going and create that new lower low, because we had the lower high that we were waiting for. We got that, then it came down. It broke structure on the 1 hour, but what I failed to calculate in was it did not break any major structures on the 4 hour. 4 hours of major strong confluence in the 1 hour chart. So what you end up having was price came down, found respected support where the higher low gave you a new higher high, and it just pushed up, and I did get stopped down. I got stopped down. I did not have two setups right here. These were the potential areas I was looking to potentially get in from. I did not take this one. Go back. This is the one I ended up taking. This one right here. Price came up. It did push deep into that zone. But what I was looking for a price to come back into is this little candle set up here. I was looking for the exhaust right up in there. Pushed deep into that zone. It didn't wake me out. It started to come back down. What I did notice was price action was disrespecting resistances and respecting supports. I think when I went to bed, I was actually in profit, so that's why I let it keep going. And when I woke up, you see what happened: stops, and no stops. So, for the most part, I think what we need to do, especially after seeing this move right here, not breaking any instructions on the 4 hour, potentially need to just sit back and wait. I wouldn't necessarily say I would shift my my higher time frame bias to bullish, but what I would do is sit back and wait for price action to find some resistances that is no longer breaking through, and then start breaking supports back to the downside. GU based off the weekend analysis. Oh yeah, refresh. We had a break and retest, so the bear continuation zone. If you trade GU like that, potentially had a setup right here. If I was watching, probably would have had to manually execute on this trade simply because price action didn't push fully back into the bearish continuation zone. So this is the candle that broke through the zone that we were looking for to retest, and then potentially we had entry up there, but like I said, price action did not reach all the way back into that zone. So for the most part, you'd have the market execute. And if you were looking at market execute, it would look something like this. Or the way I would have took it was short position. No, that's a long position. Let's go short position. I would have took it as we start to break these lows right over here. Go back. Stops above the structure. And then, target the lows somewhere looking left. I don't think there is anything close enough. So potentially, yeah. And delete this one so I can see better. Bring this over. Potentially target would have been, at the break of lows, a little bit more than a 1-to-1. Just looking for the break and the retest of that bearish continuation zone. And that's pretty much what the trade probably would have looked like for me, simply because looking left, there's nothing close enough. This would have been an area right here, but it's we already broke through that. So looking left, we probably could have said, okay, somewhere like right up in here, 1.29885. 1.29885. Which would have been somewhere up in here. So pretty much that does look like it's about to get smacked, but and that's in hindsight only. Looking at it while you riding through it, like I said, the 1-to-1 would have played out perfectly. You would have caught you a quick 40-something pips and been out of the market. AU had a nasty trade on AU. Pretty much kind of set up the same way GJ did, but I saw GJ as more bearish than bullish, and I saw AU more bullish than bearish. So what happened was price action pushed up, weekly open. I think I was able to capitalize on some of these shorts over here, but what I saw was price action push up. I was waiting for it to come back to the zone where price action most recently broke out from. Amazing sniper entry. Amazing sniper entry. We got in on that one. Pull up Telegram and showed up before and afterwards. But yeah, price came down to that zone. I waited. This first candle wicked out. I waited for the next candle the wick out, and it closed weak bearish. And as soon as this candle opened, I was in there like swimwear, and I let that thing run on out. See what we got right now. Got some Bitcoin on there. Yeah, it's pretty much there. That was a trade. This is the AU. Well, that's GJ. AU. This is AU. No, that's not the before either. For the before picture we had on AU. This is it right here. Yeah. No, that's GJ again. Where the hell AU at? This is it already pushed. But yeah, we was looking at it from the Asian session. This is some of the beginning of it. I'm trying to see. This is it right here. The explanation I had was you had two possible scenarios. Either we was gonna come down and respect this area where price action just recently broke through from, which is right over here, and it was gonna push up, come back, and then get on up out of that, or we was gonna completely break through that zone. But like I said, once I saw these candles starting to break down, starting to exhaust that bearish momentum, and I was like, yeah, we getting in. I was also playing off of the Asian range. What I said was, okay, from the day before, price action pushed up. If we started to go down and the Asian range breaks out to the downside first, that was definitely gonna be my confirmation that price action was gonna try to push back bullish, manipulating down into the lows, influencing sellers to jump into the market and then quickly turn around. And as you can see, that thing took off 73 pips. I think I probably captured most of the profits like right up in here as we got to these NY highs and then just left a runner. After a while, I noticed we were not able to get up out of this area right here. So I pulled stops up to right up under these candles and then got stopped out right up under there, stopped in profit. But this one, I did get activated in this one. I saw support right over here. I got in, I got activated from like right over here. Price pushed up, and then as you can see, smack 22 pips stop loss. And it happened in London, as you know. I wasn't around the charts or away from London. Or wait for London, I let it run. I don't know if I adjusted stops on this. I think you hit full stops on that. So for the most part, that's what it is. Compare and contrast from the weekend analysis. This will not look like the weekend analysis simply because throughout the week, analyze and remark up. So that's what it is for that one. Euro JPY, it did not keep shorting. I want to say that this one continued bullishly because UJ continued bullishly, and so did GJ. So for the most part on Euro JPY, we were bearish. On the higher time frames, we were looking for price action to come back to the 50% level or come back to the area most recently broken and then short off from there. As you can see, both of those levels got smashed through and price action kept going up higher. So we are back at the zone that created the lows looking left. So potentially price action couldn't, stay right below this zone and continue to go bearish. One of the things I want to see or look for is price to break through this level of white support right here. And then, break and retest that thing on back down into the lows. UCAD from the weekend analysis. I think like 2 or 3 weekend analysis ago, I said, okay, I don't really know where UCAD is trying to go. What I do see on the higher time frame is that it's playing within this bullish channel. And then I did also outline that price action had a breaker structure right over here. And then what I said was if price action this price action here had already happened. So what I said was if price action comes down and find a support, you definitely could take buys back into the highs looking left, even into the bullish continuation zone, and then potentially have a great setup. If you did 214 pips, that thing skyrocketed, and that's what it was for UJ or UCAD. So pretty much what I got for the compare and contrast videos. A lot of the markups or analysis did not play out in favor. I did catch some amazing trades on AU. GJ cooked me all week. I don't think I had one winning trade on GU or GJ last week. So I'm about to get back at it, reanalyze, get these charts marked up, and I'll be back with the weekend analysis. I'll let you board. Control.